Mark Denholm
at Breakfast Podcast.
Hello and welcome to episode 186 of the best bits of the Atom Radio Breakfast Show. And this is Mark Denholm from the Atom Radio Breakfast Show, as indeed you would expect. Been a tough all week, hasn't it, this week? Couple of train strikes during the week and one more to come today as this podcast comes out on Saturday 25th of June. In the podcast this week, in the best bits, we've got childish desires, we've got stereotypes, we've got a school photo con, a school sports day disaster, we've got 2022, and we've also got apparent ways to offend someone totally and utterly without any intention. All that and more coming up over the next however long. Let's get into episode 186.
Mark Denholm
at Breakfast Podcast.
24 minutes to 7 o'clock morning. Welcome to Monday. It is Mark Denholm at Breakfast. Cast your mind back to Friday, and Friday we asked about a tannoy. If you could take control of a tannoy somewhere and rant, where would it be? And just after the show, Danny got back to me on Twitter and said, surely it's going to be a supermarket, hasn't it? And I thought, you know what? As a kid, I always wanted to get hold of a tannoy. I always wanted to do it as a kid. But then when I started DJing, and the job obviously comes with a microphone, I thought, well, I don't really need a tannoy then, do I? Now that I've got a microphone, I can say whatever I want anyway, and people have to listen. I didn't really need a tannoy from that moment on, did I?
This is Mark Denholm
at Breakfast.
Atom Radio.
Morning, and welcome to Monday, home of the anthems all day long. This is Atom Radio. This is Mark Denholm at Breakfast. When a male penguin falls in love with a female penguin, he searches the entire beach to find the perfect pebble to present to her. Ah. See, while we pick up a penguin, they pick up a pebble.
Mark Denholm
at Breakfast Podcast.
Welcome to Troublesome Travel Tuesday, or just Tuesday, whichever you prefer. It is Mark Denholm at Breakfast, banging out the anthems. And today, after I got called stereotypically British yesterday because I complained that it was too hot on Friday, and to be fair with this, right, I got told I was stereotypically British because I happened to complain that Friday was too hot, which I stand by and think it was. Usually, when people say that you're stereotypically British complaining about the weather, isn't it because it's like not good? This, however, I was complaining because it was too good. And I stand by that because I think that, 34 degrees is great. If you're in Dubai or somewhere like that, then everything's air conditioned. If you're on a beach, then you've got the sea, plus your hotel room will be air conditioned. Here in the UK, going about your normal day-to-day business with work to do and going out and doing shopping and stuff like that, no, it's too hot. I stand by what I say. I'd like to know, though, on air at atomradio.co.uk, stereotypes assigned to the British people and indeed Britain that are just not true. So, fire away. Morning, Nicole. First in today. Nicole, you and me, I don't know if we can be friends after this or not. Nicole says, it's stereotypical that all the British drink tea, and I don't even like tea. Nicole, how can you not like tea? I mean, if someone said to me, you can't drink tea ever again, I think I'd cry, if I'm honest. I absolutely love tea, and there we are. This is not measuring up well for me, is it? Two stereotypically British things admitted to in one show. I absolutely love tea, though. I don't know what I'd do without it. What do you drink then, Nicole? If you don't drink tea, what do you drink? Are you a coffee drinker or a hot chocolate? Or do you just, some people don't drink hot drinks at all, do they? Maybe you're a non-hot drinker. I don't know, Nicole. Thank you for your email, though.
Mark Denholm
at Breakfast Podcast.
6:15, streaming from Slough, banging out the anthems. This is Mark Denholm at Breakfast morning, and welcome to Wednesday. I have to say, on the weekend, I opened my son's school bag, and in there was a school photo thing. Scan this QR code to see your child's group photo. In other words, their class photo, right? So I thought, it's a bit exciting. I'll have a look at that. I don't know why it didn't come out at the same time as the individual photos, but I'll have a look. So I scan it, and what does it show me? It shows me all the individual headshots all together on one photo of all the children in his class. It's not a group photo. That is not a class photo, and yet that's going to cost 20 quid.
Mark Denholm at Breakfast.
This is Atom Radio.
Streaming from Slough, banging out the anthems. This is Mark Denholm at Breakfast on Atom Radio. Be careful if you got sports day today. A lady called Katie left her 8-year-old child red-faced when she ran the Mother's Day race, tripped over her own feet in a dress. This is. The dress then rolls up over her head leaving her mooning all those watching at Sports Day. Imagine that being your mum and how embarrassed you would be.
Mark Denham.
At breakfast.
Podcast. I mean, what is going on? 2022 only had to be better than 2021 and 2020, ruined by coronavirus and lockdowns, and so far 2022 is failing miserably. You can't fly because the airlines and the airports sacked off all their staff. You cannot afford to drive your car because petrol is up at £2 a litre, and you can't go by train because they're on strike. And there's a cost of living crisis, and there's monkeypox, and there's polio, and there's still coronavirus hanging around as well. What on earth is 2022 doing? And with that in mind, what has 2023 got planned?
Mark Denham.
At breakfast. Podcast.
Morning, and welcome to Friday. It's Mark Denham at breakfast on Atom Radio, banging out the anthems. You know the little bird on Twitter? I never knew this, and I've just learned this. The little bird on Twitter is called Larry. I didn't actually know, if I'm honest, that the bird on Twitter even had a name, but apparently it does, and it's called Larry.
This is Mark Denham.
At breakfast.
Atom Radio.
9:22 morning, Mark Denham at breakfast, banging out the anthems. Story that didn't make the cut today. The Duke and Duchess of Cambridge went to an art gallery to visit the unveiling of their first ever joint portrait. I'd hate to be a portrait artist because you do this painting and then it's up to the person whether they like it or not and whether they think it looks like them. You know, like when you say to someone, oh yeah, I saw someone that looks just like you, and you point them out and they're like, ugh. And like, you know, it's always a difficult thing, isn't it? Imagine that being your job though, to actually have to do a portrait of someone.
Mark Denham.
At breakfast. Podcast.
Come on then, how many times have you done it? I saw someone that looked just like you, or I saw a picture of someone that looked just like you, and you show the person the picture and you end up offending them. They don't look anything like me. It's always going to happen, isn't it? I think it's best off, if I'm honest, just avoid it, really. If you see someone that looks like someone, think it's yourself. Don't bother telling the person you know who you think they look like, and then you won't offend anyone. There you go. Back to stereotypes as well. Yeah, do you know what? I must admit, while I was putting this podcast together, I have enjoyed a cup of tea. I think I am stereotypically British in that respect, in that, yes, I do drink tea all day long, all day, every day. At some point in time during the day, I won't be far away from a cup of tea if I'm not actually having one at that point in time in the day. Thank you so much for checking out episode 186 of the Best Bits podcast. There'll be another one, episode 187, not surprisingly, next week. And don't forget, Monday to Friday, 6 till 10 on atomradio.co.uk, on TuneIn, online radio box, streamer, smart speaker and iTunes radio. I'll catch you Monday morning from 6.
Mark Denham.
At breakfast. Podcast.